You ever met someone who walked into a room and said nothing but everyone felt it? No introductions, no loud statements, just silence. But it was a heavy kind of silence, the kind that presses against your chest, makes you sit straighter, question yourself. That's the Sigma male. He doesn't need to prove anything, and that alone makes people nervous. He doesn't chase attention. Attention finds him. Like prey senses a predator before seeing it. The Sigma isn't just a personality type, he's a walking paradox. Detached but aware. Alone but never lonely. Quiet but far from harmless. And if you've ever crossed paths with one, you remember it. He doesn't play the game like the rest. In fact, he doesn't even see the game. He sees through it. Here's why Sigma males are unsettling to most, fascinating to a few, and absolutely terrifying when you truly understand them. 1. Their quietness hurts more than any insult. Most people argue, most yell, some explode. Sigmas, they go silent. Not because they don't have something to say, but because you don't deserve to hear it. Their silence isn't peace, it's punishment. It says, you're not even worth my energy. And strangely, it works, because nothing messes with the human mind more than being ignored by someone who's clearly intelligent and aware. You start doubting yourself. You replay every word. You spiral. The Sigma doesn't need to scream. He's the kind of man who can look at you, say nothing, and still destroy your ego. The most devastating thing you can do to someone is to leave them wondering. His quietness, that's his blade, and it cuts deeper than noise ever could. And what's even more brutal, he won't explain himself. You won't get closure. You'll just feel the chill he left behind and realize you lost access to something you never fully understood. 2. Their eyes don't just look, they unravel you. There's something unnerving about the Sigma's gaze. He doesn't just see you, he studies you. While others are talking, laughing, showing off, the Sigma is scanning, not judging, just understanding. You feel exposed, as if he knows something you don't, because he probably does. There's no faking it around him. Lies don't sit well in his world. One glance and you feel like he's peeling layers off your soul with his eyes. You ever had someone look at you and feel like they see through you? Like they see the real you? That's the Sigma effect. And it's terrifying, because there's no hiding from it. He'll never call you out in front of a crowd, but you'll know he knows. And that silent knowledge, it's enough to make people avoid eye contact altogether. 3. They may seem calm, but they never forget being disrespected. You might think he's over it, that you said something months ago and he let it go. You're wrong. Sigmas don't lash out. They remember. They store it, file it, and wait. Not for revenge, for leverage. He won't scream at you. He won't post about you. He'll just carry it quietly like a blade tucked beneath his coat. And when the time comes, he'll use it. The terrifying thing is that you'll never see it coming. Because Sigmas don't react emotionally, they act strategically, and nothing is more dangerous than a calm man with a long memory. This is the kind of man who forgives, but never forgets. He'll shake your hand while recalling every insult, every betrayal, and somehow still remain composed, but deep down, you'll feel it, that quiet storm, that ticking clock. 4. Their ability to respond to danger is lightning fast. Most people freeze, some panic. The Sigma moves. His mind is trained for chaos. He doesn't wait for approval or orders. He acts. Why? Because Sigmas don't rely on the herd. They've always been on their own. And survival for them isn't a theory, it's instinct. He's the guy who stays calm in the car crash, who stops the bleeding while others are still screaming. Because while others were busy blending in, he was learning how to stand alone. And when the world flips upside down, you'll suddenly realize that's the man you want beside you. But if you're on the wrong side, that speed will crush you. He won't hesitate. He won't second guess. Because Sigma males have already played the worst case scenarios in their heads 1,000 times before you even notice something was wrong. 5. Society's rules don't dictate their actions. You think the Sigma cares about fitting in? He laughs at the thought. He doesn't play by the rules, not because he's rebellious, but because he's independent. If a rule makes sense, he'll follow it. If it doesn't, he'll burn it to the ground and build his own path. This scares people, because most of society is built on obedience, conformity, pleasing others. But the Sigma walks away from that. He doesn't seek approval. He doesn't chase likes. He doesn't beg for a seat at the table. He builds his own table and doesn't invite anyone. You can't control a man who answers only to himself. And that kind of freedom? It's terrifying to those who are trapped. He's a reminder that you can break away from the machine, but most people don't want that reminder. They'd rather pretend their prison is paradise. 6. What's unconventional is natural to them. He doesn't live a normal life. You won't find him doing what everyone else does. 9 to 5? Probably not. Marriage and kids just because society says so? Definitely not. Living for the weekend? He doesn't even know what day it is. The Sigma thrives in the unknown. He's most alive when he's in places others fear. Whether it's backpacking alone across dangerous lands, starting a business from scratch, or disappearing for months to study something obscure, he chooses the road no one walks. The path is lonely, but that's where the wolves hunt. His life doesn't make sense to the average person, but that's the point. He didn't come here to be average, and if you ask him why he does what he does, he won't explain. Because he doesn't need validation. He is the validation. 7. They rid situations in a way that usually comes true. You might call it intuition. He calls it pattern recognition. While others talk, the Sigma watches. He notices the tone behind your words, the hesitation in your body language, the silence between your sentences, and without even trying, he knows. He knows who's fake, who's lying, who's about to betray him, and he's rarely wrong. It's almost supernatural, the way he predicts how things will unfold. But it's not magic. It's awareness sharpened over years of being outside the noise. He sees the whole chessboard while others are focused on their next move. And that's what makes him dangerous, because by the time you realize what's happening, he's already 5 steps ahead. You can't play a game with someone who designed the rules before you even knew there was a game. 8. Their mental energy alters those around them. There's a gravity to the Sigma, a pull. Spend enough time near him and you start to change. You talk less, think more, observe differently. You start asking deeper questions, start feeling uneasy about your fake friends, start wanting more from yourself. That's his energy at work. He doesn't say much, but being around him challenges you. And that's why people either fear him or follow him. He disrupts comfort, not by attacking it, but by existing outside of it. He makes you see how small your cage is by showing you the open door he already walked through. His presence makes you want to be better, or makes you hate him for reminding you that you're not. The Sigma doesn't manipulate. He influences through presence. His calm becomes contagious. His strength feels like a mirror. His silence echoes inside your insecurities until you're forced to grow or run. The Last Judgment. Sigma males don't ask for attention. They command it through mystery, self-reliance, and terrifying clarity. They don't roar, they whisper. And yet their whisper is louder than the world's noise. They're not here to please. They're not here to blend in. They're here to watch, to build, to conquer silently. If you've got one in your life, learn from him. If you are one, embrace it. But whatever you do, never underestimate him. Because the most dangerous men alive are the ones who don't need to be seen. But when they are, the world can't look away. Thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one.